With our true freshman season in our rear view, we look ahead to our freshman redshirt season, where we're firmly entrenched as quarterback one and looking to improve on the horrible stats that we had at the end of the season last season that ended up getting us benched. Now again, the good thing is we are quarterback one, and with the 50-something skill points that we ended up getting in the offseason, we actually improved a little bit, and we're actually sitting at an 83 overall. Well ahead of the second guy on the depth chart at 79. So as long as we keep our play up and we do a lot better than we did at the end of the season last season, then I don't think we're going to have any issues with ending up losing our spot. Now we do have 7 energy where we're going to end up doing a little bit of training here. I think that we really need to probably do that twice and then start to up our leadership. So let's end up doing that because it is a bye week. We really don't have to worry about our wear and tear right now because we can end up improving that in the next one. We'll end up getting one more workout in, and then we'll do everything we can to be able to heal up and then also do a little bit with our academics and everything else as well. First game looks like it's going to be against Eastern Michigan, which is going to be an interesting game, especially on the road. We'll see what ends up happening. So let's do one training right here, and then let's get our health pretty much all the way up. I think we're going to have to do that one more time. And then we really need to start with our academics because we were ineligible at the end of last season, and we really don't want that to happen again. So we need to focus on that just a little bit more. We will get into practice to be able to up that coach trust, which I think will be pretty nice because, again, we're going to be able to actually get more plays that we can end up choosing from and audibling and stuff like that. So that's going to be pretty important here until we're able to kind of max that out. But again, let's see what we do to end up getting that gold and that 300 coach trust. Unfortunately, we're just a little bit short, just missed the last target, and we're only able to get silver. But again, we're pretty firmly entrenched as quarterback one, so it's not like not getting the 300 is really going to hurt us a ton. It's just going to, again, not get us the extra play count and everything like that sooner. But we do have Eastern Michigan now. We are going to be on the road for this one. Again, our main focus here is just be safe with the ball. Again, no going for like big deep passes all the time. We want to make sure we hit the short routes, we run, and we just make sure we march downfield. All we have to do is be methodical. I say that all the time, but truly that's what we need to do. Now, Eastern Michigan is pretty close to us, and overall, it looks like their offense is a little bit better, but hopefully our defense can overpower them. It's a 64 defense. It's a great little challenge to kind of start the season, especially since, again, we do have a couple really great teams to start out the season. I think we have a ranked opponent in the next one. So let's see what we can do to get this warm-up game, and let's see if we can end up winning the first game of the season. Well, it is going to be a rainy game to start the season here, and unfortunately, they're going to start with a touchdown too. So not what we want to see, but let's get the bubble out there. Dang, unfortunately, he didn't block the guy that he needed to block, and that is going to be a 2nd and 10. Not a single yard on that one. Not the best play to start the season, but hey, you know what? That's life in the big city, you know what I mean? So let's hit our tight end. Great way to hold on to the ball, especially in the rain. That's a little bit out of his range, but glad he was still able to hold that ball in. Yeah, love that. And now it looks like the middle's pretty wide open. You only got like 6 guys here. So let's see what we can do to run the ball up the middle. Let's get some good blocks. And now he's able to kind of shed off that one, and that's only 2 yards. You hope that eventually we're going to be able to pick up some more on the ground. I mean, again, we're going to have to run the ball a little bit more then, but that's going to be all right. Let's see what we can do to get him out of the backfield. And we're only able to get a couple yards out of that one, unfortunately. And now on 3rd and 5, we're going to try to go for a screen here. As we get it out, let's go. Good blocks, and he gets a pretty big gain there. Almost down to the 35-yard line. Down to the 36, and we are cooking right now. Finally on their side of the field. I'm glad we were able to pick up the 3rd down. Finally. So let's see. Maybe we're going to have to hit forward right here on the little drag. Question is, are any of them on the outside going to be able to get open? Oh, no. How did he overrun that? Okay, yeah. If we do that against a better school, yeah, that's going to be picked off 9 times out of 10. So thankfully, we didn't get that picked on that one. So let's go with the run on this one. Why not? Again, we've been going through the air quite a bit. And he ends up picking up... Well, never mind. He ends up losing one. It looked like he was going to actually get blown up a bit more in the backfield, but thankfully he got close to the line of scrimmage. And now, come on, 2nd and 11. We just need to get a little bit closer. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about right there. They were blitzing a lot of guys, and what a move! He's able to get around everyone, and we got our first passing touchdown of the season. on the first drive of the season as well. That is the way we wanted to start. You'll love to see that. And it's great that they didn't end up picking up any points on that last one. What a spin by him again. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Dude, we're looking really good on offense right now. A great way to start the season. And let's go. 7-7, tied game. Again, let's just work the ball downfield. That's going to be the important thing. We end up picking up a lot of good blocks there. Oh my gosh, he stays on his feet. And what could have been a gain of like 7 or 8 ended up just being a gain of 3. So now we're looking at a 2nd and 7. Let's see, maybe Ford. I wonder if Wolfer is going to end up getting open on the seam. We'll see what ends up happening. It does not look like it. But we do end up getting him on the drag. And that's going to be another big first down. Love that. We're going to go play action now because we have gone for the run a handful of times. So maybe we can actually trick him on this one. There we go. Or maybe not. And let's hit him out of the backfield. Nice. Okay. It's a gain of 6, but at least, it's positive yards. That's going to be the important thing. And we have yet to really run on 2nd down. Oh my goodness. I don't like this, and we can't call an audible yet, unfortunately. So let's just run it right up the middle. Yeah, they recognize that, and we couldn't help anything right there with the block. So now 3rd and 5. We need to find a way to end up picking up a first down. And it looks like Coach really wants to go for like all goes and stuff like that. But we're gonna be a little more conservative than that. And let's let's go. No, he didn't catch that. Dang, that's rough. Either way, at least they don't end up scoring here. Did we get him? No, a little out of range. I don't know why I thought that we had him. I was a little worried that guy was going to go back and be able to kind of pick that up under, but thankfully he didn't, and now it's just a 2nd and 10. Thankfully we were able to get the ball out. Wow, he got around the defender. No shot. And what a block by 65. Dude, he just laid that guy out, and he definitely needed that to be able to pick up the first. One that looked like it was going to be blown up in the backfield, but finds a way to not. We'll hit the drag right there. We'll end up picking up 5 yards, which is really great. And just especially on first down, just to get a little bit closer. That means that even if we don't pick up a completion on this one, it's still going to be a 3rd and manageable. But right now, what we're looking for is that, because he had the step on him. And never mind, that is going to be an incomplete pass. Not great. That's the 2nd time now that I thought that we had a first down, only for the guy to drop it. Question is, who's going to get open on this one? As there we go. Let's go. Way to hold on to it, buddy. He got up for that one and found a way to bring that down. So I don't know if this is actually the same play that we just ran, but I'm going to look to the corner on this one. Question is the safety going to go over with him? Well, he might have. I think he actually did. But either way, no matter what happened right there, there was no way that we're going to be able to pick up that corner route. But now we need to get closer to the end zone because we're starting to run out of time. Though we do end up having some timeouts. There we go. Never mind. At least that stops the clock on 3rd down. But now we need to get a little more creative. And let's find a way to end up picking up the first here. Come on. No, we can't stall the drive out right now. Especially now with 29 seconds left. Come on. There we go. That's a quick out. And that's going to be a good first down. All the way down to the 33-yard line. Which is great because that ends up stopping the clock for a little bit. And also gets us into field goal range as well. So come on. Who's going to get open here? Oh, it's going to be that route right there. He ends up getting down. We're going to call our first timeout. We do only have 14 seconds left. So that means that we're going to actually have to look to the end zone here. Sooner rather than later if we want to try to get a touchdown. But we'll see what ends up happening. Maybe we're going to toss up the 50-50 in double coverage. That was really dumb to do. But I don't know why. Maybe I thought it was going to work. Either way, now we got 2 corner routes here. But it does look like they have 2 safeties over top. Let's see what they do, though. Okay. Oh, damn it. Yeah, that was I thought that he was a little further away than that. I was going to try to... Well, I think you guys saw what I was trying to do. And if you didn't, then that just means that I don't know what I'm looking at. But good news is we got the field goal out of that, and it's 10-7, and we get the ball back at half. That's exactly what we want. As we end up running right up the middle, right into the defenders. But hey, that's a yard. We're getting some positive yardage, and that's always a good thing. Now, they've been eyeing the screen pretty much all day, but we're still going to try to get it out. And we don't. We had to run to that side a little quicker. Now we need to find something that's going to be a bit deeper of a route, so we're going to have to get someone who's going to be 10 yards down. Question is who's going to get it, as that's going to be our tight end. He is wide open, too. Ends up picking that one up to the 44-yard line. Great play by him. Great catch. Way to get open. So let's go play action right here. I don't know why. Way to pick up that block. No, that is not a fumble. Bro, I tried to throw that out. And no way. Now we're going to end up going down. That's rough because I was trying to throw that away and apparently we just did that a little too late. Good news is we get a big run right up the middle to start this drive. And we're almost pretty much at midfield, which is kind of crazy. On one play, that's nice because we need to get in the end zone this time. A field goal is only going to put us down by 1. But we'll still be down, and we definitely don't want that. As there we go, we're going to take the drag, and he's got plenty of field in front of him. That gets all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now we can end up running it up the middle, though. Again, we don't want to take any big chances. And unfortunately, that ends up losing, too. Yeah, our rushing attack has not been phenomenal, but I was expecting it to be a little better than that. That's all right. Let's get some good yards on this one. Nope, we're not going to be able to get that one out in time. And now we got a 4th and 12. Again, I said that I did not want to settle for a field goal. And that's still very, very true. I really don't want to settle for a field goal. But we'll see what ends up happening here. There we go. Nope. And yeah, we're going to have to settle for one again. But the good news is they did not score themselves. Our defense is looking really good this season. Or, well, I shouldn't say that. It's the first game of the season. And the lineman ends up going down yet again. That's rough. They brought him in the game a little too soon. But, you know, the way that our defense played last season, yeah, I'm not surprised that they're playing well this season, too. Again, they were the best part of our team. 2nd and 5, though. Let's try to run this up the middle. I think they were expecting the pass. Or at least that's what I was expecting them to expect. But either way, we still ended up picking up the first down. That's the important thing. Again, let's continue to work it down there. We have not been in the end zone since that first drive. So let's see if we can change that coming up here soon. He ends up running right into a defender again. And that is a 2nd and 12. How often have we seen that, right? So let's go. Come on now. Send him in motion. Confuses them just a little bit. And he's going to be open right there. Up for a first down. Or a 3rd and 1. That works too. Oof. I think we're going to go for that jet touch pass. Why not? I don't know if it works as well as it did in the old game, but it's okay. We're going to do it anyways. Let's see what we can do to get that first. Come on, buddy. Just cut it upfield. Oh, he dragged him across the line. Thank you. We needed that really, really badly, too. So I'm glad we ended up picking that up. And now 1st and 10. We're just going to continue to go to the ground here. It's where it's safest. Bro, you had a major hole up the middle. I don't know why you didn't just take that. You guys saw that too, right? It's unfortunate that we're not playing Dynasty. I wish we could have controlled them right there for that, but that's life. It's actually hit our halfback out of the backfield. Great block by our wide receiver right there. That makes it a 3rd and manageable now. But, of course, Coach wants to go for some deep plays, but I kind of disagree. Let's see what we can do to find someone for a first down here. Oh, my gosh. Damn it, yeah. We aren't able to get that out, and we're going to have to punt. We should have made up our mind a lot sooner than that. But the good news is, our defense gets us the ball back here. Almost down in the red zone, too. Just pretty incredible. As we end up getting sacked, 2nd and 21. As long as we get back into field goal range, that's what we're really looking for here. Come on, let's see if we can get that as we take the drag. That gets swatted down. We threw it way too far downfield. That's really rough, and we may have just screwed our chances here at being able to get some points. Again, at this point, we just want to get into field goal range. We're not necessarily looking for a first down, although if we can get it, that'd be nice. At least we got the ball back, but 75 yards to go, and we need to find a way to get at least 3 out of this. I think that is extremely doable, though. Extremely doable. We have all 3 timeouts, too, so if something does go wrong, we can find a way to get out of it. So let's go. There we go. We'll continue to hit short routes. Although we do need to get a first down here sooner rather than later. And I don't think that we're going to necessarily get it here on this play if we go with that. So, take a little breather here at the 2-minute warning. Because, come on, we really do not want to end up losing our first game of the season. Especially our first start of the season, too. Come on. Let's go. Get the hat back. No, that's not good. And let's go. Yeah, thank you, Coach. At least he's going to allow us to go for it on 4th and 2. And we do have all 3 timeouts, which is going to be helpful. And we need to complete this right here. As there we go. No! So inaccurate, are you kidding? I can't believe we were that inaccurate on that throw. Is accuracy really the thing that we're going to have to upgrade the most here? That should have been an easy first down. And we just end up missing the throw. It's not like we had the worst game either. I mean, 217 and a touchdown. We didn't end up fumbling the ball when we were trying to get rid of it, but at least we didn't throw an interception. But damn, is that enough to keep us in the starting lineup? Well, whether it is or isn't, that's definitely what we're going to be upgrading because we can't have that continue to happen. Realistically, we have 6. Let's do a training. Let's get that. Let's do that one more time. And again, we need to really start studying a bit because we are not doing well with that. So let's do that. Let's get into practice. Let's hope that we can regain some of that coach trust that we just lost in that last game. And let's hope we can go out there and stun Missouri. I know, that's a lot of hopes that are riding on this game. But the good news is we end up picking up the gold, and that means we get that extra coach trust. And hopefully that'll help us out in this next game. Because again, we're taking on a top 25 opponent. And I think it's the first time we've done that in our college career. Because again, we've been on the bench the other games that we've ended up facing top 25 teams. Let's see if we can go out there and stun Missouri. Thank God we were at home for this one. And let's hope that we can actually put on a show. An 84 overall defense, though, might be a little difficult to contend with. I mean, the good news, though, is that we are at home, which I'm hoping is going to be able to give us that extra advantage as we go with the bubble. And that only picks up 1 yard. It's kind of how we started last game, though, right? And that ended up getting us a touchdown. See if we can do that here against Missouri, too. They're 1-0 this season, so let's see if we can give them their first loss. As we get a big run right up the middle. Absolutely love that. We get a +5 for a block attempt that I didn't even realize we were doing. Let's continue to run the ball if that's going to continue to work for us. Am I right? Let's go right up the middle. And nope, they sniffed that one out, and that is a loss of 1. It's all right, time to go to the air for the first time today. And let's see if, again, we can just be really, really safe with it as we end up picking that one up thanks to the blitz. And that is nearly a first down. Granted, that is going to be a 3rd and 2. And let's hope that the screen can pick it up on this one. As we go back. There we go. Nope. They end up getting the backfield and blowing that one up, and we're going to have to punt. At least our defense continues to prove that they're the best part of this team by far. As we had a run right up the middle, he gets stuck somewhere and only picks up 6 yards on that one. Wish we could have got a little bit more, because realistically, again, he definitely could have ended up picking that up, but that's okay. You live and you learn. Let's go with the counter right here. Nope, and then end up getting it blown up too. 3rd and 5, we're going to have to go with a quick little pass. Let's go with the mesh spot. Let's see if one of these guys can at least get up to the first down marker. Question is, who is going to be able to get it? There we go, box out. And he holds on to it. Let's go. Sorry, it took me an extra second. The fact that he was in front of him and able to pick that up is really great. That's what I'm talking about. Nope, we're not able to get that out. I think there was actually a little spot in the zone right there where we could have actually picked him up, but I was just a little slow on it right there. Let's see, maybe we can actually hit him out in the flat right there. If not, we got one of the 2 guys on the slants. Ends up going. Oh, let's go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's a 3rd and inch. Wow, I would have thought that we ended up picking that up. My bad, though. All right, Rainey, I'm trusting here. All we need is just not even a full yard. Get it right up the middle. There you go. Way to plow ahead. That's a quick first down. And we're almost at midfield right here. Can't believe I'm going to the play action. I always say that it never works. And hopefully that does improve right on this one. As we get that right there. There we go. Oh, we made him go just a little out of range for it. And that kind of took away his momentum. And that kind of prevents us from getting any extra yards. That's only 2 on that one. But still, positive yardage is good yardage. Am I right? I was a little hesitant on that one because of the linebacker sitting there. I wanted him to try to clear him a little bit, but just couldn't get there in time, unfortunately. There we go. What a move by him. Ends up just kind of like not juking him out of his shoes per se, but yeah, definitely had him going the wrong way. And he was wide open for that one to pick up a first down. So let's go. We're going to go screen again. There we go. Good blocks. No. Dude, the guy that ended up picking up that big pancake in the last game just couldn't do anything right there. Just let him block, or just let him tackle him. That's all right, though. Let's go halfback out of the backfield. It's a good 6 yards. Now it's third and manageable. And again, that's what we love to see, especially at this point in the game, where it's a tie game. I know it's early on, but still, especially against a top 25 team, anytime that you're able to come out with a tie, very happy about. Now let's go. Last play of the quarter. We're going to go with the jet touch pass. And let's see if he can actually get out in some space. Good blocks. He would have actually went to the sideline. It would have been much better. But the good news is we're down here in the red zone now to start the second quarter. And let's see if we can actually get in the end zone. We do only have, 57 yards? But it's all right. We'll pick it up right here. Question is, who's going to be able to get free on this one and be able to get up that first down? 2nd and 6. Who's going to get there? Oh, let's go. No one's on him. And he ends up getting up there for the first. Just a quick little one. So we're going to run this one right up the middle. And let's see what we can do to end up getting closer to the goal line. Oh, man, he ended up running right into some defenders. But still, at least we didn't lose anything on that one. So come on now. 2nd and 10. Oh, he is not open. But he found a way to get away from him. Let's go. Big 5 yards on that one as he ends up getting injured. So let's go. 3rd and 5. Honestly, at this point, it should just be a 3rd and goal. Honestly, if we get in the end, the only way to get a first down is to get in the end zone. Let's go. There he is in the corner. What a pass. Finally, I know we didn't up the accuracy in that one, but it's a lot better than what we saw at the end of the last game, and thank God. We finally got our first touchdown of the game. We go up on Missouri. And that is a great feeling, especially against a team like Missouri. Granted, they did end up coming down and scoring too, but that's okay. Tie game here. Let's see if we can end up scoring before the end of the half, because they are going to end up getting the ball back at the half, and 4 yards isn't horrible. Not horrible, at least. All right, so I think we're going to end up going with the jet inside zone. I think we're going to try to just hand it off to him. Why not? Let's see what ends up happening here. Let's go across. Again, this might be the last play before the end of the 2-minute warning. Dang, man, there was one guy right there that was unblocked. And that is going to be a 3rd and 7 as we end up winding down to the 2-minute. And now we really need to get on our horse to be able to work the ball downfield. Because, yeah, we are running not just out of time. It's only 2 minutes left. But definitely out of yardage. 3rd and 7 is not great. So let's see who we can end up hitting here, as that is not going to be enough, unfortunately. And surprisingly enough, we get the ball back before the end of half. What? Our defense is really that good, huh? There we go. We end up hitting the slant. It's going to be a 2nd and inches. I'm going to call our first timeout. Because why not? I don't feel like rushing up to the line, and we're just short of that first, where we could have gotten that clock to stop. All we need to do is just pick up something here. Oh my gosh. Can we hit him? No shot. That almost got picked. That should have been picked, as a matter of fact. But thankfully, he cannot hold on to it. That is a huge break for us. Man. Although that still would have been really impressive if he would have gotten that. So there we go. We end up taking the short route. And there we go. 33 seconds left. Let's get to the line. And let's hurry the hell up. Let's go, guys. We don't have a lot of time left. Let's go. Let's get him on the inside. Let's go. Get up. No, he can't come down with it. 2nd and 10 now. Now at this point, again, we just, at the very least, want to be able to get into field goal range. But again, to be able to get a touchdown would be even better, as he ends up boxing him out. And again, that's going to be an incomplete pass. 3rd and 10. So we need to find someone who's going to be at least at the first down marker. The question is, who's going to be the one who can be able to do that. Nope, that I should have waited for the... Yeah, that got picked. Damn it. Yeah, I should have ended up waiting for the... For the angle route to end up getting free. But instead, I may have just given them 3 points before half. Well, they do end up getting a field goal. Although, I don't think that was before half, necessarily. As we end up just handing it off there, and we end up getting 2 yards. Good news is, again, this is a very manageable game. We have a chance here for a win. Granted, we do need to be pretty damn perfect for the rest of this game if we want that to happen. As there we go. Open on the out. Ends up picking up the first down. Great way to get free right there. Gotta love that. It's nice to actually have a nice little cast of good wide receivers here. Let's go. Get that out. There we go. Can we get some good blocks? Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. Gets out to the sideline. And we're getting just a little bit closer to midfield. So, great catch and run by him. So, with our backup running back in with fresh legs, let's end up going for the run. Let's see if he can find a good hole. As he gets to the outside, but gets met, unfortunately. And that is a loss of a yard. Very unfortunate. Alright, we got 2 receivers out there. Which is, can one of them end up getting free? Which is, and who? Let's see. Nope. That ends up getting batted down at the line. Understandable. We waited just way too damn long on that one. So, let's find someone who's going to be 10 yards downfield. Card, threat. Let's see. I mean, you were a threat, so maybe we can get that. What a move right there. Great timing. And that is all the way down to the 35-yard line. Big first down to pick up right there. Let's see if we can continue to capitalize on that. Let's go with the RPO on the bubble here. No, that was stupid. That was stupid. I should have just run the ball on that. That had a big risk of being intercepted. Thank God it wasn't, though. Question is McCree going to be open on the wheel, or is Worley going to be open across the middle? Let's see. Nope. No one, because that's going to be batted down at the line. And now we're in a very similar situation that we were just in. Unfortunate. 3rd and 10 now. Let's see who can end up picking up that first. No one, because we can't get the ball off in time. We're just scrambling back way too far. And that's a 4th and 10. The good news, though, is we ended up picking up the field goal. And it's a tie game here in the 3rd. And we have the ball now. As we get a big hole up the middle. Let's go. Nice run right there. And we're close to midfield. As they lose another player. I think that's the guy that was injured earlier as well. So, very similar instance to our lineman in the last one. But thankfully, that one is not happening to our team. No! Yes! I thought that guy was going to sit there and just pick that off, but no. Whew! We got lucky on that one. We got really lucky on that one. 1st and 10 now. And we're now past midfield as well, which is even better. Hit the drag. And yeah, we only pick up 2 yards on that one. But at least it is a completed pass. And realistically now, as long as we're getting positive yards, that's what we really need to see. So, let's go. We're going to go over the little RPO here. It's going to end up ending the 3rd quarter too. So, let's see if maybe someone can get free. If not, then we're just going to end up running the ball. Yeah, which is exactly what we're going to do. He gets to the outside. He's got a big lane. And that was the right call as he ends up picking up the first down. And a great way to end the 3rd quarter. And now we're really threatening to get a touchdown here to start the 4th. Let's see what we can do. Is we're definitely dominating in yards right now. We got triple digits in the passing game, whereas they only have double digits in both of theirs. Their passing and their rushing attack. So let's go. Let's keep this up. Let's be smart. Let's keep this ball on the ground. As he had a nice little hole, but ended up ignoring where he could have went, and ends up getting taken down right there. It's okay though. 2nd and 11. We just need to, again, just find our right reads, which is who's going to get open. As I scrambled way too far back on that one. That's because I was waiting for a certain guy to get open, and I didn't look around at anyone else. All right. 3rd and 11. We are in field goal range, which is great. So, at the very least, we should get some points here. But again, we want to make sure... Damn it, that's not who I wanted to go to. Wanted to make sure that we can actually stay ahead. Now, you can tell by the weak throw that I just tapped that button. It's not where I wanted to go, but Good news is the defense held them to a field goal too, and that means that they're still on upset alert right now. We end up picking up 4 right there. And we got 3 minutes. No matter what, I want to make sure that we're the team with the ball last in this game. Question is, who's... Uh-oh. Well, that might not be a possibility here unless we end up picking up a really big gain. Because that was a really, really terrible terrible play by us. That's all right. We can still pick this up. No, that's not. No, that's picked off. We just screwed this game up. All right. The good news is at least there's 2.5 minutes and we have 3 timeouts. So when they inevitably score, at least we'll have time. I don't know where and why I was looking on that one, but we have 1 minute now. We've lost all our timeouts, and now we need to make sure that we end up getting some big yardage as we go downfield, and that gets swatted away. I know I said that we need to take some short passes, but with no timeouts and us being down by a full score, yeah, we need to hurry the F up, honestly. Not gonna lie. There we go. Nope, that is out of range. And again, our lack of accuracy is really showing again. So come on, someone's got to get open here on 3rd and 10. I know that's double coverage, but he had a step as he ends up getting that all the way down to the 35-yard line. Let's go. Let's hurry up again. Come on. Big gain on that one. What a great catch and play. Let's go. Someone just get open. Now, oh, no. Nope. Bad pass. That was really, really dumb. That was a really, really bad call. But then again, that's what I usually do under pressure, so it makes a lot of sense. There we go. Nope, that gets batted away as well. 32 seconds left. Come on, we need someone to get open. Question is, who's going to be able to make that happen? Kind of hoping it's our halfback, honestly. And he is. He's going to be open right up the middle on the angle route. And that's huge. Come on. 16 yards left. At the very least, we need to tie this game, damn it. Come on. I don't care if it sends us into overtime. Let's do it. Coach has any balls, we'll go for 2 as well. Oh, no. No shot. They all got caught up together. I thought he was going to be able to get free, but he kept glitching back. And that interception seals it. Not the way we want to start off our freshman redshirt season. But you can definitely tell we've made a little bit of improvement from last year. But damn, 3 interceptions against them is enough to get us potentially demoted. So every time we just show just a little glimmer of hope, we just really f*** it up. I don't get it. We need to be a better decision maker back there. And all that. This is going to be a big upset if we ended up pulling out the win, but... Damn it, we had the opportunity at the end and we just couldn't get it done. Oh, looks like Coach isn't super pleased with us either. Oh, just letting us know as a warning, huh? Thanks, Coach. You do realize we have a pretty tough schedule to start the season, right? And you don't have a better quarterback than us, so... It's fine. We do need to be better. We need to end up picking up our first win, and it's going to be tough against Oklahoma. But before we get into anything and talking about what we're going to be seeing for the rest of the season, I do want to go into the league settings. Because, yes, we are in Heisman, but I want to make this 6-minute quarters. I don't feel like 5 is enough, to be honest with you. So, I think 6 is going to be a little bit better. And that should actually bode well for us more for our stats as well. Because mid-200 yards isn't horrible, but it's not great. And look at that. 2 games that we should have won, and we just end up going down. Now, our next 2 games in the next video are going to be against Oklahoma and Georgia. And then we do have a bye week. Again, 2 really tough opponents, but hopefully we can end up going out there and... impressing a little bit more. Maybe if we can have over 300 yards in a game and have no interceptions, maybe Coach will be a little bit happier, even if we don't pick up the win. But realistically, our defense is doing it for us, and we're just not producing on offense. But honestly, it has been a pretty rough start to the season so far. Now, we do have 5 skill points, but I think we need 7 to end up picking up the boost to accuracy, which is the case. And again, I think that's going to be extremely helpful for us because the accuracy, especially late in the game, just isn't there. So we need to make sure that we end up making that work for us. Now, it does look like that we do end up having a couple of physicals that we can end up upping here. And those mobile deadeye, and that is on time. And realistically, we don't really scramble out too much, so the accuracy on the run isn't really going to help us a lot. Although the on time might help us a little bit too. But realistically, I think that upping the accuracy is going to be the best course of action for us, especially right now. We'll look into some of those other physical traits and all that down the line, but for now, we really want to focus on the accuracy, potentially that throw power too. We can get a little extra speed, that'd be even better, but again, the accuracy is what we really need to up. We'll end up getting this game against Oklahoma and then the next one against Georgia in the next video, and again, let's hope that we don't end up getting demoted. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.